Good morning, everyone. My name is Kim Maybon, and I am the board chair for the Corona Chamber of Commerce and owner of Creative by Design. Today is a great day. We have some important updates ahead, so we appreciate you taking time to join us. I'll be sharing the agenda today with our 2020 board chair, Don Williamson. Donnie?
Thank you, Kim. Good morning, everyone. Today's call is sponsored by the Healing Tree. Healing Tree manufactures and cultivates cannabis on premises in Elsinore. They also run a storefront dispensary there. It is owned and operated by ex-USAC champion Darren Hagen. They have a passion for helping those who experience pain and other ailments and are huge advocates of helping local charities. Thank you, Healing Tree, for sponsoring our call today. Kim?
Thank you, Don. As a reminder, please use the chat button to ask any questions. Send your questions to Chamber Host and we will verbally ask them at the appropriate time. Please welcome our President and CEO, Bobby Spiegel.
Well, thank you so much, Kim. And just want to give everyone a quick snapshot for the next 90 days on some events that we've got going on so that it may be things that you want to plug into. So the first slide that we'd like to pop up is our Good Morning Corona event this next Friday, not this Friday, but a week from Friday, May 21st. You can see the bit.ly link on there. It is bit.ly/GMC-May 2021. Our County Supervisor, Karen Spiegel, will share passionately about her topic of time to reopen. Karen has been an advocate for the business community, and she is going to share some exciting things that day. So please get your reservations now. That is an outdoor event as well. You have an option to participate via Zoom. Again, that bit.ly is on the screen right now. The following week, we have our golf tournament, and I'm very excited to share that, of course, the golf tournament has been sold out for the golfing partnerships, but we do have other sponsorships available. And one of the things that we are going to be doing is having an opportunity drawing. And this will be a way for you to go ahead and purchase tickets and support many nonprofits. So you can see on the screen there that you would be able to win one of 5 prizes. In fact, if you went and bought 6 tickets or more, you could win all 5 of them. And the top prize, of course, is that shotgun donated by Sportsman's Warehouse. We have a 50-inch big screen TV. We have $250 gift card for Glen Ivy Hot Springs, donated by United Paving, and gift cards from local businesses totaling $200, and then a foursome of golf donated by Eagle Glen. And again, if you go online, and the bit.ly for that is bit.ly/golf-op-draw21. Kind of a long thing, but if you put into the chat that you're interested in getting tickets, we can have one of our people get back to you and show you how easy that is. Again, those will be helping many of our nonprofits. That same night, though, we are having a twilight celebration, and man, we are excited about this. We want to kick off the weekend really well, and that will be up at Eagle Glen. And what we'd like to do real quick is just draw your attention to the bit.ly of bit.ly/twilight21. We have a live band by the name of Neon Nation that will be there. This will be a fun time. Tickets are $75 a piece. We are inviting many of our active duty military to tell them how much we appreciate them. We'd love for you to be part of it. So please register now. Again, if you'd like information or more information on this, simply just press in the chat box and we'll be able to help you with it. And if that wasn't enough, on the 27th, during that event, we will also have a silent auction. Many items that have been donated, but if you would like to get some exposure and donate something, you can see Chase's email on there, chase@mychamber.org, or put into the chat box. We'll be glad to connect with you. Or you can call us at 737-3350. That wraps up for May, but now we go into June, and our State of the City address for the business portion of it will be Jackie Casillas, our mayor. You know, the theme of "we are open for business" in Corona resonates so well. And I'm so proud of the entire council and the leadership at the city of Corona, because they are working hand in hand with the chamber to bring businesses to Corona, to keep them operational and to get them reopened and be ready to thrive. So please make your reservations through the bit.ly there, bit.ly/GMC June 2021. There are sponsorships available still if you'd like to participate in that. And the last slide that I want to share with you is our economic summit. That's a little bit of ways. It'll be July 22nd. It's actually an economic forecast featuring Dr. Chris Thornburg. And we're very proud to share that our presenting sponsor is United Paving Company. If you're interested in getting a table, you can log on and reserve that. Individual seats will only be released at the beginning part of June. So we're very excited right now to offer those tables, sponsorships if you'd like to participate, and we'd love to have you do that. Later in this call, you will hear from Jeff Gibson, who is our advocate, and he kind of reviews all the different bills and the different legislative advocacy outreaches that we do. It's a blessing to have him associated with our chamber and a partner with us. There'll be more information about that in the other part of this talk here today. I just wanted to say that for the last 20 years, I've had the opportunity to serve here. I'm not saying that this is like a farewell. I'm just saying I'm grateful to each and every one of you for believing in the chamber, believing in the business community, and knowing that California is worth saving. God bless you all, and I'm going to turn it back over to Kim.
Thank you, Bobby. Anthony, do we have any questions for him?
There are no questions.
All right, at this time, I'd like to introduce our first speaker. Corona City Council has 5 elected positions. Each council member is assigned to a district or ward. Each of these members are elected by their geographical location. Though elected by their district, once elected, they serve the entire city population. Today, we have invited Corona Council Member of District 4, Jim Steiner. He has been an active member of Corona community, advocating on behalf of underprivileged kids and children struggling with illnesses. Councilmember Steiner was elected to the Corona City Council in November of 2018. Please welcome Councilmember Steiner.
Well, thank you, Kim. Good morning, everybody. I wanted to give a shout out to Darren Hagan from the Healing Tree for sponsoring our Zoom call today. I had an opportunity to visit the Healing Tree a couple weeks ago with Bobby and Dawn and several chamber members. And I tell you what, if you wanted to check out the cannabis operations from start to finish, that's where you should go. It's really impressive. But in more Corona news, it's a pleasure for me to share with you some recent business growth and expansion success stories in Corona. Some of the growth and success of our businesses is a result of various partnerships we have in place that allow us to provide a range of business resources that empower our business community. Go on to the next slide, Anthony. Our Team Corona model allows us to support business growth and expansion through partnerships that we have both internally among our various city departments that work together to support businesses and streamline processes, and our partnerships with local, regional, state, and federal government agencies that allow for direct access to hiring, training, and financial resources. Our city staff will gladly coordinate Team Corona meetings with any business wishing to locate or expand into our community. During these meetings, a combination of city staff and regional, state, and federal resource agencies will discuss the company's timeline, a streamlined path to obtain necessary permits, and will identify rebates and incentives to support their hiring needs, or even credits for the purchase of new manufacturing equipment or energy bill reductions. Businesses are pleased to learn of the collective resources to support their growth and our commitment to be a partner. Team Corona meetings over the past year have helped our businesses expand with both physical space and creating opportunities for our residents. And today I just wanted to highlight some of the companies that have joined our thriving community of over 12,000 businesses. Anthony, next slide. You all know about Fender. Well, I've had an opportunity to get to know Tony Sapien a lot better and tour the facility. I've toured it many times over the years, but this was a really one-on-one. I just left there feeling so proud. They're the world's leading guitar manufacturer, marketer, and distributor. They employ more than 800 people in Corona, and they're expanding on this to include 345 Cessna Circle, which is a 117,000 square foot building, and the expansion is estimated to add about 200 new jobs. So that's pretty awesome. So great job. Next slide, we have AMRO, which is a premier space and defense supplier and manufacturer. They're expanding to Corona this year. The new Corona facility is going to be 75,000 square feet for manufacturing and 20,000 square feet for office. And they currently employ more than 200 people. And just the expansion into Corona will result in hundreds of new jobs in Corona. And on the next slide, this was a late addition because we were getting permission to share this with AFE Power. They're a designer and manufacturer of automotive performance upgrade systems and components. They're expanding to 1375 Sampson Avenue over there off McKinley area. It's a 126,000 square foot facility, and the workforce anticipated to grow over the coming years with an additional 20 to 30 new hires. And the last one I wanted to share with you this morning is ESL Power Systems. They're a global leader in safety interlock power solutions for cord connected electrical equipment. They're currently at 2,800 Palisades, and they've just expanded to include 2,900 Palisades Drive. They're doubling their business space, or it doubles their production floor space, I should say. And they're projected to grow employee count by 50 within the next 2 years for a total of 180 employees. And what generated me speaking this morning was myself and Mayor Casillas had toured ESL Power Systems last Friday. They had kind of a just a celebration for their expansion. So we had lunch, we toured both sites, and when I left there, I was just super proud, you know, that a company like this, company like Fender, is in Corona. They're worldwide known. They're just a big player, and I was just really impressed with their operation. Really grateful and proud of them, and proud to have them in the city. So I kind of called Bobby and said, "Hey, this is kind of cool, Bobby." And he said, "Why don't you talk about it next week?" And I said, "Okay, I will." So that's pretty much it. I saw Jessica Gonzalez is on the call, and of course, you know, all this information comes from Jessica, and she's our rock star in economic development. But when I was talking to Bobby at the mixer the other night, he had asked if we could possibly get an update just from Jessica on the manufacturing roundtable that's coming up, and our 8-week entrepreneurship training for Spanish speakers. So Jessica, if you are on, can you answer that real quick? If not, I can simply read it from your May edition of For Economic Development News.
Good morning, I am on. Good morning, everyone. So I think that the two items were the manufacturing roundtable and our entrepreneurship 8-week academy. Happy to speak to both of them. So on May 25th, we are having our manufacturing industry roundtable, which is part of the Corona Manufacturing Assistance Program that we launched in January of this year in partnership with our Corona Chamber of Commerce, with our community colleges, Riverside County Workforce Development, CMTC, which is California Manufacturing Technology Consulting, and also in an advisory capacity, a representative from the Governor's Office of Business and Economic Development. In short, and to the council member's earlier point, everything we do is rooted in partnerships. And so this particular effort, helping our manufacturers, allows us to, on a quarterly basis, offer roundtables, topics that are relevant and supportive of our manufacturers, of which we have over 400 in Corona. So May 25th, 1 to 2:30 p.m., it's an opportunity for manufacturers in Corona and throughout the region. We're inviting all of our manufacturers throughout the region to join us in this virtual roundtable to hear from our partners that I mentioned, resources that can be offered to support, equip, empower manufacturers, and then also to share with us during the roundtable portion what they need for continued growth, because we want to have that conversation, we want to have that dialogue, and position our partners to be able to support them. And so please join us if you know of any manufacturers or you yourself would like to attend. It is on May 25th, 1 to 2:30 p.m. The other item was the Entrepreneurship Academies. Well, we're happy. I'll speak to two of them since we do have both. And we just finished the cohort, the first launch of the Spanish Entrepreneurship Academy that occurred over the course of 8 weeks. We had 31 graduates from that program. That was the first time it was offered in Corona in Spanish. We're delighted to bring that offering since 49%, essentially half of our population, is Latino. We want to make sure that we're building capacity across the board for all members of our community. The second cohort, based on how popular the first one was and how many folks wanted to participate, the second cohort starts on June 1st, another 8 weeks. And so we are encouraging folks that are Spanish speakers, aspiring entrepreneurs to join us for that event. The signups are still available, but we are limiting it once again to 30 participants to have that dialogue and ongoing individualized attention to each of the participants. We also are this Thursday concluding the English entrepreneurship and business leadership training that was in partnership with SCORE, federal government agency that's part of the Small Business Administration. That is concluding this Thursday with a fast pitch competition that they're doing. So if you'd like to join in and watch, that is at 5 p.m. on Thursday through Zoom. And once again, very much rooted in partnership. And we're delighted to have all these wonderful agencies that are supporting us and empowering our business community and creating future entrepreneurs.
Thank you so much, Jessica. I appreciate you being on the call today. Did anybody have any questions for Jessica or myself? I don't see any. Anthony, nothing, right?
Are there questions?
We do have one question at the moment. Council Member Steiner, can you update us on cannabis process? When are the applications due? How long before the City Council will review and decide?
I can't give you details, but I can tell you that the application period, I think, closes May 18th or something like that, mid to late May. I anticipate that HDL will be reviewing the applications along with our police immediately. There's no more reason to wait. We need to get moving on this.
Thank you, Council Member. There are no questions.
Okay, I just want to remind all you business owners out there that you know, when a council person has an opportunity to tour, you know, your business and look into your eyes and see your struggles, see your successes, it's really influential. And so I encourage you to reach out to all the elected officials and set up tours of your business so we can see for ourselves what's going on, and you know, hopefully walk away proud like I know I did in the last couple of tours that I had. So thank you.
Thank you very much, Councilmember Steiner, for that information. All right, Donnie, what else we got going on?
Well, this call is part of our Chamber's advocacy outreach. These weekly meetings are designed to help you, our members, stay informed, know what's going on, and be able to participate in invoking change at every level of government. And these calls are really helping us as we continue to grow as a chamber. If for some reason you're on this call and you're not a member, I cannot encourage you more than possible to contact Robert Yanez, who is our membership specialist, and see what we have to offer you. This call is just one of many things, the benefits that you can get from belonging to the Corona Chamber of Commerce. We're a regional organization. We're not bound by any geographical limits, and we are growing every single day. It's really been a very great year for us with the help of Robert and all of you referring businesses to us. If you do know a business that you think should belong and benefit, please contact Robert with that information as well. So thank you for being on this call again this week. And remember, the more members of the Corona Chamber of Commerce, the more impact we can have on our community, county, and state. Kim, back to you.
Thank you, Donnie. At this time, we will shift to our advocacy segment, where our legislative advocate, Jeff Gibson, will share. Keeping a pulse on what's happening in Sacramento and Washington, D.C. can be a full-time job. With Jeff Gibson's thorough and complete research, he helps the Corona Chamber to act timely on projects and initiatives that help make a difference in shaping our community. As owner of Occidental Communications Group, Jeff takes a 40,000-foot view on most of the proposed bills, then dissects them to our level and how we, as business owners and managers, will be impacted by these proposed bills. His knowledge of complex political issues and the great relationships he has built ensure the Corona Chamber has the tools to be effective on behalf of the business community. Please help me welcome Jeff Gibson to share a legislative update.
Good morning, everybody. We're here today to talk about AB 1119, which California has one of the most detail-oriented protections against discrimination of literally any type that you can imagine. Protecting employees in the decisions that their employers make, and protecting employers from the decisions that their vendors make, protecting homeowners from housing decisions, protecting renters, protecting all of us from discrimination of any kind. All of those laws were put into place because the cultural norm 70, 80 years ago was to protect the people that had what was known as familial responsibility. And that was a code word for men in the workplace. Better or for worse, if a job promotion came up, it was generally going to go to someone who was the breadwinner. And we're familiar with those terms, but you may not remember that that was the specific reason for the way everything was structured at that point. We decided as a culture and a society, very rightly so, to come forward and start to define that you couldn't discriminate based on race, gender, identity, any of these very provable, non-fluid, largely non-fluid characteristics. AB 1119, ironically, is going to try and roll back the clock back 70 years through all of that work and discussion and legislation to add family responsibility. And so if you hire someone and through the course of their work, they aren't able to complete their task assignments, take on more responsibility for a promotion or for any of those other items, and so they get passed over for a promotion, or they get their hours knocked down because of it, they could sue you for a catch-all known as familial responsibility, which is something that could be largely unknown to the employer, depending upon the characteristic. And so obviously, this is something, we had a system that was designed to protect people with family responsibility. We decided as a society, and again, rightly so, starting 70 years ago, to move to a society where everyone could participate in the economic system as they saw fit and have all of the protections of people, whether they were the sole breadwinner or not. And now what the proposal in AB 1119 is to do is to create a model where the employee or the renter or anyone of that type would now have complete authority to define, well, you may not have known about it, but I am my grandfather's sole source of support. Or you may not have known about it, but I got a divorce. Or you're kicking me out of my apartment because 4 of my family members moved in and it's a 1-bedroom apartment. And so these are all sorts of debates that are going on in Sacramento. This bill is moving. It definitely needs our opposition, and happy to answer any questions.
Thank you, Jeff. Anthony, do we have any questions regarding AB 1119?
There are no questions regarding this bill.
Okay. At this time, we have a motion from Jeff Miller to oppose and a second by Yolanda Carrillo. Is there any further discussion before we take a vote? All right, seeing no further discussion, all those in favor of opposing AB 1119, please say yes.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Yes.
All those opposed to our motion, of opposing these bills, please say nay. Are there any abstaining? Okay, the motion carries and the Corona Chamber will go on record opposing AB 1119. As Jeff mentioned, please reach out to your local representatives, Assemblymember Sabrina Cervantes and Senator Richard Roth, both of whose contact information is provided on your screen. Again, thank you, Jeff, for providing us with those critical updates. Don?
Thanks again, Kim. Once again, we'd like to give our appreciation to our sponsor for today's call, the Healing Tree. Those at Healing Tree work hard to erase the stigma surrounding cannabis. They are advocates of helping people manage their pain and are striving to make a positive impact in the community. As Council Member Steiner said, we went out and visited there last week. It's a first-class operation ran by just really competent business people, and it's something that whatever your head tells you, it has totally changed from what it was in the past. And again, thank you to the Healing Tree for sponsoring the call today. Back to you, Kim.
Thank you, Don. If you would like to sponsor a future business briefing, please contact the Chamber. Register now to join us next week on Wednesday, May 19th, as we will have Supervisor Karen Spiegel joining us, as well as Riverside County Sheriff Chad Bianco. Thank you everyone for attending. Our meeting is now adjourned.